Hi, I'm Mark Walker from BTEC. We're here at ISE 2022 in Barcelona, where we're celebrating 50 years in business. Very excited. What I'm going to talk you through very quickly is our DV LED mounting systems. So BTEC's been working on mounting systems for LED for several years now. We're in a constant development cycle and always adding new features and improvements. So we're catering for any make, any model of LED panels now for indoor use. Shown here is a Uni-Lumen U-Panel-S standard flat wall mount. So this is fully scalable. This is only showing a very small demonstration of our system, just a 2 wide, 3 high, but we can scale this up to just about any size. We've been doing quite a lot of sort of 20 by 5s and 18 by 6s, that kind of configuration. So what we have here is our standard System X rail mounted system, and the rails are mounted to the wall using our adjustable depth brackets. I'll just take the cabinet off there to show you. So what this adjustable bracket allows you to do is micro adjust the rail itself in and out so you can get it perfectly level. So if I wind this screw clockwise or anti-clockwise, it's just going to adjust that in or out. That allows you to get the rails perfectly level before you start hanging the displays. Very important to have a perfectly flat structure to start working on before you start hanging your cabinets. Trying to get the alignment of these is incredibly critical so you don't have any lines coming through the display. So where we do that, we've got micro adjustment points on the bobbins themselves that hook in the cabinets. Like I say, you've got the micro adjustment on the rails, and then we've got very precision engineered hanging plates to put the cabinets into themselves. So you've even got a bit of extra adjustment on here as well if required to get those level. The rail itself can also be adjusted up and down using the adjustment plates there. So for flat wall mounts, this is critical to do that, but where it gets really, where you really need the need is when you're going on to our curve systems. So shown up here, this is our BT9343 universal curve solution. So you can see all the same features. We've got the horizontal rails, so you've got the adjustable depth rails on here, but each section is kind of independently controlled using those micro adjustment systems, again, to really control that. There's any curved wall you're going to mount onto, there's no guarantee it's ever going to be straight, left to right, but also top to bottom. So this allows us to get exactly the right location for the rails. The interface is as required. We've also got the micro adjustment on each of these to move the arms closer together if you need. So if I need to just close a gap on a seam between two connecting displays, I can very microscopically just pull these arms in or out using these little nudger bars here. So yeah, all about getting that line off the connecting the cabinets together seamlessly. You've also got sort of setup spaces to get the rails where you need them, and again you've got height adjustment on those to get those where they need to be. So this is shown as a concave solution. Some cabinets are already curved, make it nice and easy. These are obviously just standard flat cabinets that would normally use as a flat wall, but used in a curved configuration. So concave, but we can also do convex. So convex is slightly tricky because in order to get the edges to align, the cabinets themselves need to be faceted slightly. So we haven't got the faceted screens, always made to order by the manufacturer to follow it as that curve. But you can see we can control this angle perfectly, again, using all of our micro adjustment features. This is just to show exactly that we can create curved both for concave and convex as well. I'm just showing over here a solution. Again, we use it, we can mount any brand itself. So these have been Uni-Lumen so far. This is the Samsung displays, Samsung IER panels. So these are much larger panels, but all the same rules apply. You've got to get that joint, that seam perfectly aligned. You know, if it's we say it's a 10% rule. If it's a 2 mil pixel pitch, we can have a 0.2 millimeter tolerance gap between the cabinets before you start seeing any dark lines. And obviously we don't want to have any dark lines on our video walls. So again, same micro adjustment points here to get the rails adjusted up, down, in and out, perfectly aligned. You can see here, this is using Samsung IER, but also the Samsung IER-F cabinet. So you can see these are actually angled across the corner here, and we can control that connection to that dot really tightly just by using all those adjustments in the systems. So you can get a fully faceted curve. And nice with these cabinets is you can concave or you can convex mount them as well. So everything I've shown you so far is wall mounted. But being BTEC, everything is modular, and we have our System X industry standard back frames, as you can see here, allowing us to use floor fixed, floor to ceiling. We can do freestanding and even mobile solutions. Now this is actually on our adjustable floor base. So we've gone a little bit extreme to demonstrate it, but you can see each of these floor bases has got micro adjustment points to show that if a floor isn't level, it's not perfectly flat, you can still adjust the column to be perfectly straight and upright. So we've got this one is fully leaning forward, and the other one is fully leaning back, but the column, as you can see, is absolutely precision aligned. So if you're only doing a small wall like this, you probably get away using a flat space. But if you're doing a much wider wall, if you're talking an 18, 20, 25 wide video wall where you've got perhaps 10 columns in a row, if the concrete floor hasn't been leveled and flattened all the way across that, those columns are not going to be straight. So really critical to use these adjustment points to get those aligned. You can see it's exactly the same system. So vertical columns, horizontal rails, all your micro adjustments to get those straight, and then the final mile to get it aligned is these precision cut, engineered steel frames that the cabinet sits straight into. Really easy to drop in. And again, once you've got it in, we've got one last bit of micro adjustment on here. So even the bobbin that hooks the cabinets in, you can micro adjust in and out, and that's going to wind the cabinet forwards and backwards, either from the front or from the rear of the cabinet as well. So again, that's the floor fix solutions. Everything I've shown you here so far has been rear mounted, but we can also do front mount solutions as well, which some installers prefer. So this is showing the infrared WP cabinets. These are great because you can actually bolt through the cabinets into a rear structure. So again, most of the components are the same as we use on our rear mount systems, but instead this time we've got a channel that you bolt straight through the cabinet into the rear channel to align it for. Now, to make sure you're getting a perfect flat start, these always come with a very solid bottom row. Gives you an aesthetic detail to the wall as well, just give it that flat edge to start from. So yeah, there's more information about all our DV LED mounting systems on our website. It's btechavmounts.com. Thank you.